Hello, awesome artists. Today we are painting a rainbow. I'm really excited about this project. I love rainbows and I love painting. So here is a finished example of my rainbow paper. You see it starts with red at the very top, goes to orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. But then I had more space on my paper, so I just continued my rainbow on down all the way to the end of my paper, and my entire paper is covered in the rainbow. I've got another one here and I got it started already. You'll notice that my lines here are different than these ones. These are straight lines across and these ones are wavy lines across. Either way is totally fine with me. Don't forget to take a pencil and write your name on the back of the paper first before you start. I've got my messy mat down. I've got my paint tray. Let's take a look. Oh, wow. Look how nice and clean those colors are. My table mates did not forget. They remembered to rinse their brush before they went into a new color. Nice work. So I'm going to continue my rainbow. I started with red, and when I started with red, you'll notice I've got my cup of water here and a nice paintbrush ready to go. When I started with red, I made sure to put my paper on my messy mat so I could get all the way up to the tippy top. And then I did my orange, and then I did my yellow. And now with a clean paintbrush, I'm going to go into my green. That's my next color. And I'm going to swipe that paint across my paper, carefully following the line I made before with my yellow, trying to make them gently touch but not mix together. I don't want to overlap a lot because then those colors are going to mix together and then I won't have green and yellow next to each other. I'll have like a greenish yellow. My paintbrush here is green and I'm not going to go into my blue paint yet. No. I'm going to rinse really good, and not just mix in the water, but kind of press gently on the bottom of my cup. You can slide your paintbrush on the end there. You can also swipe your paintbrush on your messy mat to clean it off really good. And now with my clean paintbrush, I'm going to go into my blue. And I'm going to do my next stripe, following carefully. And flip my paintbrush over. Awesome. I need to dip back in that paint a little bit to get a little more over here. There we go. Awesome. Super. I've got my blue. What color comes last? Do you remember? Purple. That's right. Okay, clean my paintbrush. Ready to go into my purple. Whoa. Trying to follow that wavy line. If I have a couple little spots that I might have missed, I can go back with my paintbrush, get a little closer and fill that in. Very nice. All right, now I've done my red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. What color should I do next? I hope you said red, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to start over and fill up our whole paper. Once your whole paper has been filled up with color baby color, you're going to carefully, with two hands underneath, bring it over to the drying rack. All right, very nice, my amazing artists. Okay, awesome artists. Now that I have completed my rainbow background and it is all dry, we're going to get a smaller piece of paper and draw our self-portrait. Now, this self-portrait can be big and take up the whole paper, or it can be a little bit smaller and just stay in the middle of the paper. You're going to use a pencil to start and then trace it, but you can't see the pencil very well on camera. So I'm going to use a Sharpie so you can see all my lines really well. All right, I'm going to start by drawing my head. I'm going to draw a U shape for my head, and then I'm going to add my ears, and then I'm going to draw my hair. Now my hair kind of comes across my forehead, and then the top of my hair comes around my head, and then it comes down, and I have kind of wavy hair sometimes. So I'm gonna add that. Awesome. Now I'm gonna add my neck and my shoulders. Awesome. I'm gonna keep going and add the rest of my body. So these lines are gonna be my sleeves. And I'm gonna add 2 lines here for my shirt. And there, my sleeves are gonna finish and touch the rest of my shirt. And then I'm gonna add my pants. Nice. And then I'm gonna add my legs sticking out of my pants and my shoes. Kind of like oval shapes. There we go. And I'm gonna draw my arms. And let's see, I'm gonna add my fingers, so my thumb, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers. My thumb, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers. Those are pretty big hands, that's okay. And then I'm gonna draw the top of my t-shirt. I'm gonna give myself a happy smile and a nose and some eyes. Nice. I'm gonna add some more hairlines. Maybe I'm having a fun hair day. There we go. And let's see, I can add some details on my shirt. Maybe I'm wearing a shirt with a flower on it. Nice. And my pants probably have pockets. There we go, and a button. Nice. Can add some stitching. I'm adding lots of detail to my outfit today. I like to wear earrings, so maybe I'll add some earrings and some eyelashes. Great. All right, I feel like I've added lots of good detail to my picture, and I drew my whole body from my head down to my toes. Now I'm gonna go get a pair of scissors. Okay, I've got my pair of grown-up scissors here, and I'm gonna just carefully cut around myself. There we go. Just cutting carefully. I'm not talking a lot because I'm focusing on my cutting skills, making sure I'm being safe with my scissors. There we go. Gonna go a little closer. You can always cut wide around yourself and then go back and cut a little bit closer, cut out more details. Sometimes that helps. Hard to cut everything all at once. There we go, great. I've got my body all cut out. And now I'm going to glue it onto my rainbow. All right, let's glue myself down onto my rainbow background. I'll flip myself over, glue all around the edges, and I've got my messy mat here so I can glue all the way to the edge and not worry about getting glue on the table. So handy. I'm gonna glue myself right in the middle. Beautiful. Wow, so cool. And I've got some extra scrap paper. Maybe I could write my name on my scrap paper. Let's give it a try. Ms.MorroccoArt. All right, now I'm going to use my scissors again. Cut this out. See how I just snipped that big part off, and now I can go back and get a little bit closer with my scissors. Go around my letters this time. Lots of cutting and gluing today. You got this. Move my scraps. Grab my glue stick, glue the back. Nice. Then I can hold 1, 2, 3. Awesome. I'm gonna do my body. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wiggled the camera, sorry. There we go. Do the wiggle test. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Nothing came off. I look good. Since we want this glue to dry, we can put this on the drying rack. I'm so excited to see your rainbow background, black and white drawings of yourself. whoop, whoop. Here we go.